All right. Hello, hello. It is I, me, Enderdeej. We are doing art today. That's a black screen. That's not art. But if I just wiggle this around on my under the monitor, if I just hope and pray. Okay, hold on. Yay! Okay, there we go. So art. Art is due, yeah. Gotta stay hydrated. So yeah. I am planning on finishing the BRB screen for today. And hopefully, given we have enough time, I will get to work on some other non-stream stuff. Which would be nice. But first things first, we gotta actually do this part. You know, the art part. Stream part. Alright, so where did we leave off? I remember we have these animations, and we did the one. We did that one last stream. Oh, come on. And now we gotta do the other three. So luckily for two of the other three, we already have ideas. So I guess, yeah, might as well just start right off. Now this second one was the car one, I believe. Do you need a car? That kind of shit. Yo, what's up, Cricket? Welcome back. Glorp. True. Yeah, so I need to remember what I was doing. Can I oh no. Oh no, we're getting glitch. We're getting glitches. You see that? That's not correct. That's not how that's supposed to be. I'm supposed to be able to bring my mouse over top of the screen. Okay, no, it's fixed. So yeah, let's quickly... Okay, so that's a TV screen. What are we doing here? What layer are we working on? There are a lot of layers. I don't know what that's all about. Bobby booba. All right. Yeah, okay. So I think it literally was just, do you need a car as words? Like there wasn't anything fancy to it. So let's do that, I guess. I don't know if I should do this in text form or what. I think it might match the original better if I do it like this, where I just draw it in. But I want to make it look, at the very least, proper cartoony. Alright, so that's do, and then you, and we're just gonna continue like that every 2 frames. Animating on 2s. Give me... Oh, that doesn't work at all. Okay. Never mind. No onion skins. We're just gonna copy and paste. We're gonna copy this, and we're gonna paste it there. Paste frame. There we go. Banana. And then we're just gonna... Okay, hold on. What was the animation? Do I see it? Do the... Huh? It's a banana. I don't see much more than that. Banana? Bananas. That's that one song. Alright. So I don't remember this. I could go pull up the animation again. Here, let's do that actually. I'll pause the music. We'll get a brief look at what the BRB screen actually looks like. So yeah, we got that part. Do you need... Okay. Yeah, so it is just green, and then the U bounces back and forth. Early stream. It's the same time. What? How many like daylight savings do you get? Do you a new one every week or so? It ain't the same time. It is. It's 5 o'clock. It's I don't know, 40 minutes early? Did my time... maybe daylight saving happened again. Jello. Like the one Isaac thing. Alright. But, hello. We do thing. God, my brain ain't function. Damn your keyboard. So we're gonna be working on this and hopefully just kind of plowing through these mini animations. Because I kind of want to get on to, I want to get into character design, because, and it relates to what I mentioned last time, like, I want to get this kind of even. What I mentioned last stream, about nerd shit, I need to create characters, or rather species, for nerd shit. So yeah. Your stream streak died? Plowing. Oh yeah, PG-13? I'm supposed to be reaching a PG-13 rating? I don't think that's happening. I think whoever is responsible for managing that is going to be very unhappy with my ability to be PG-13. PG-2763. I don't know how many of my audience are that old. We could do a little census. Yeah, you have to be that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that one. What contrasts? You're that old? Ah, yes. Totally. What contrasts well with a green like this? Purple? Perhaps purple. Yeah, that contrasts well. Oop. Should I do this hand-drawn? Like, I've got this over here. This one is hand-drawn. This one's hand-drawn, and it's fine. But this one's all, like, words. I don't know. I don't know if, You know what? We'll run it, and if it doesn't look good, then we can change it afterwards. Alright. So, what I'm gonna do... Grab this. Yeah. You recently became 264,840 years old? Wow. Happy birthday. I didn't know that we had such, like, ancient species in the chat. I didn't realize that we had some people pre-Cambrian. I think that might be a little bit... millions, perhaps? Not quite, but, you know, the same difference. What me do? What me do again? Oh, yeah, me draw. Me draw and animate. How do me do that? Okay, do you need... Gonna be here. We're gonna copy this. We're gonna paste it there. See you draw? Yeah, I tay. Uh-huh. So for this, instead of having the U bouncing back and forth, I think what I want to do is I want to have it kind of like get bigger and smaller instead. That's a little close. How do that? Yeah, that works. So it's gonna it's gonna just get a little thicker and a little thinner occasionally. And then over here, speaking of cars, you miss your bike so much. You lost your bike. I want to commute by bike. Honestly, I mean, I'm in Canada. We're not the most like well, actually, we're kind of walkable. But I remember I used to go work at summer camps near my house, and I got to bike. And as somebody who was very out of shape, it got me in shape very quickly. It was nice. Also, what's up, Hawa? Welcome to the stream. We are doing this. You hate spelling? Yeah, I can tell. Just needs big repairs. Yeah. All of my bikes at this point are way too small for me. Like, I've got this shitty green one that's, like, obviously a kid's bike. And the only thing that I've done to make it more me size is get a bigger seat, because the smaller seat was digging right up into my ass. How am I feeling? I'm feeling all right. I will say, I got drunk on Saturday's stream, right? Went a little overboard. That I got drunk ahead, like a pre-gamed, and then I went to the party and I got way too drunk. Don't drink too much. It's bad for you. It puts you out of commission for like a full day. But I'm doing all right now. You got a bike, but you can't go up anything that tilts uphill because you're fast. Well, I mean, that's what the gears are for. You change gears so that it's way easier to go uphill, and then you change the gear back and you can go fast. Unless you have a bike that doesn't have changeable gears for some reason. You're just yelling the numbers and words. Taking a screenshot? Don't want the drunk streams to set a bad precedent. Yeah. Honestly, like... yeah. Drinking too much is not good. I've stopped drinking out of the bottle. Because that kind of is a bad idea, all in all. I'm young, you know? I suppose I look like I'm 30. I'm still in my 20s. I haven't experienced a lot of life. So, please forgive me. But I'm about to make mistakes. The egg. That's not the egg. That is a completely different thing. There we are. All right, let's do this. Do you need... That's the next word that comes up in this thing. That is also true. Should I give it line boil? Which, for those of you who may not know, it's when you redraw lines so that they're kind of like shaking. It's a Newgrounds classic. And I feel like it might help with this. That's a good E. Kind of like it without that bit, but yeah, no, I'll keep it without that. It would fit. All right, let me see. It's gotta write correctly. Should I put on stabilizer? I haven't used the stabilizer for years because it kind of messes me up when I'm doing sketchy shit. But I might have to put on the stabilizer just for this. I need to stop redrawing the same E. There we go. D. Big D. No. Little D. Look at this. It's... What? Eh? Oh, yeah, it's another, like... I'm sorry, Cricket, but I can't be, like, leaving the stream to go look at something on a, an art site. It takes too much of the stream time and I get nothing done. I already get nothing done. Like, I while trying to pay attention and do this properly, I still manage to take so long to do anything. Alright. The last time? Alright, well, I'll hold you to that, then. Do you need... Good. Alright, what was even the site? It was... Image BB, right? Yeah. And we copy that into the thing. And I click the thing. What? This... What... It's incomprehensible. It is incomprehensible. I don't even, like, this is, here, I'm just gonna show this. I'm going to show this on stream, because I don't know what it's supposed to mean. You've been struggling with Pearl collecting a spear today? Right. Yeah, no, that's why I never really tried for the, for the extra challenge stuff. The glitch? Oh. So it glitched? And caused that to happen, I guess. Legitimately incomprehensible. If I didn't know what the original message was, that is just straight up, like, it doesn't mean anything. And it's very weird to get sent a link and I put the link into URL bar, and it just shows that on the screen. Yeah, make sure you have to 100% Envy, and make sure to go through Underhang every time. You did not say that. Yeah, yeah. I don't think you need to worry about us thinking you said that. If you wanna have fun while doing Envy, download like 20 mods. It's excellent. It's a lot of fun. All right, now give me that, please. Does it not work? Eh? Oh, wait, yeah. Previous. Wait, hold on. This is. Oh, right. I have to turn that on. Oh, the creature. Do you? Okay, there we go. Making YouTube poops of Hero now? Yeah, I don't. Twitch is funny. Some like custom threat themes are banger for Envy. Jump scare. Yeah, this is the kind of thing that you would see like written on a wall, like you. Hold on, let me see if I can get a particularly biblical one. I think I have to do this if I want to get a biblical one. There we go. This is what is written on the wall in like fucking blood by a child in a horror movie. Shelf? Unless you join Discord, shelf's off limits. Yeah, kinda. La Creatura. It's the little guy. He's just a little fella. You put the thing. Okay. Okay. I don't want it purple. Make it black. Gonna go over like this. Oh, you want clown guy on the shelf? Huh? You're not very succinct. You were just cinemaing? You were just doing that for the hell of it? Yeah, fair enough. I can't understand what you're saying when you say everything one word at a time. It's impossible to tell. And here, I can put an A. That's the first letter in the alphabet. But you need to wait. All right. Did you redeem a shelf thing already? Like, am I missing something? Nah. All right. And then we're gonna copy the thickum and paste it there. We can redraw this A. This music is good. Be good. I like it. All right, let's see. How does this look? Gonna pass us by in a few seconds. Okay, cool. Ice cream. You want ice cream on the shelf? I can't tell. It's. You know what? I'll do away with the shelf idea. You're just talking and about ice cream, I guess. I'm confused. You confuse me. You just saying shit? Yeah, that tracks. That makes sense. All right. So we do this. Copy that. Paste it here. And now that's got, do you need a... Now how do I do the car thing? Because the whole point of the car thing was that it went off this side of the screen and it went all the way down here. How me do? Should I move the A? Should I completely... The formatting on this ad is very strange. Wait, why does it go like dark? What layer is it on? This is confusing. This is why I don't like to do animation too often. It's confusing. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, we'll try this again. So that's like that, and then this time it's a little greener for some reason. Maybe if I remove that. Oh, but now that's gone. What? I'm confused. What's the pink thing on the left shelf? Oh, this? The reference to a YouTube series that I do. And the pink thing on the right shelf is 10 Pebbles. Will Wood. Oh, yeah, no. Not that shelf, but the other thing. Yeah, this is the Quick Love Letter, which is my series. A Quick Love Letter. Crazy. I haven't put an installment into that series for a few months because I've been busy. All right. So you is good. Need is good. $270 tons of dirt. A reasonable amount of dirt. Okay, so we rewrite need like so. I don't know why. Like, I don't know why I'm being so, like, painstaking about it. It's all scribbles. None of it is super, like, detailed or specific. But I keep on redrawing the lines anyways, because there's something... I don't know, some part of my brain has an idea for how this is supposed to look. And I'm just going along with it. Alright. And then the A can be a little bit closer, like over here. Like so. Do you need a car? Perfect. And then I take... yeah, that one. Copy that. That's the smaller one. I want the bigger one. Paste that. And then we do this. What if Dar was a long carge? A limousine? A car. So this is where we have to start just dumping in A's. You feel geeked? Are you... I can't even keep... like, I have a rather chaotic mind. I can usually come up with a lot of bullshit, but you're outdoing me. I can't keep up. All right. So let's grab the smaller one now. And it's just going to be a lot of copy and paste, I think. And we're just going to have this go right off the side. Just completely like that. Team Fortress 2 TV. Yeah, it's the same era. What if Demoman was in the TV? What if Demoman was in the TV? That's a good question. I could put Demoman in the TV. Should I make the A's, like, should I have everything else operating on 2s and then all of the A's just get shot in, like, each one frame at a time? I think that might be a cool thing to do. Let's see. Make a Demoman the A. Okay, so initially it was an interesting idea. I don't know how I'm going to do that, good sir and or madam. So it's like this. I want to have, yeah, I want to have the A's go off the side like this. This is the worst day of every year. Today? I'm sorry that today's been so bad for you every year. It's kind of a shame. Garfield? Oh, you mean Monday. I get Mondays off, so I'm good. Alright. Yeah, so what we're gonna do here, I guess, is just copy and paste these two. So that's that. Hold on, wait. Big, thick, little small. So I want to make more of these. Oh, no, not like that. I want to copy you. And I want to paste you and make another A. Mom died on March 9th. That sucks. Take a wild guess on if you are a madame or a sir. That really sucks. Yeah. Hi. Did I say hi? Oh man. That is admittedly really sad news to hear right now. I can't I don't know how to bring back the mood from that. No shame on you, but I can't make jokes on it. I hope you have, I don't know. I don't know. I legitimately don't know. I have no way of thinking about anything. I'm sorry. All right. So let's do this again. This seems like it'll be over really soon. So let's... Made a joke at the worst time. It's all right. We're all just a bunch of people typing into text boxes and stuff. Sometimes things don't work out timing-wise. Garfield. I don't know. All right, so I get to take this now. And then I'm going to paste it here. And I got to redraw all of these A's, which is fine. They're not that hard to draw. This is going to look very strange. In a way that's bad, I'm not sure. And it rained today. Rain can be nice. Depends on your mood, but if you're just chilling, you don't have to be outside. Rain can be nice. But hell, honestly, being outside with an umbrella, just sitting down on a dry bench or something, it's like the vibe of sitting at a bus stop. That's something that I quite like. 13-day stream streak. How me do... Okay, yeah, more of this. The stream streak stuff is so goofy. It sits in the same part of my brain as hype trains, where it's just like, whoa, yes, I'm giving away my money, yeah. It's just so goofy. Jesus wants your money, I suppose. Washingtonians don't believe in umbrellas. That's a shame. You know, you should probably be more like everybody else and believe in them because they're pretty helpful. Okay, now we can copy this. And just continue away. Like so. Yeah, so that small. Wait, no. Big, big. This is supposed to be small. So this is supposed to be this. Remove that and paste it here. You think you're terribly sick? I'm a little bit terribly sick. Glad I start streams earlier right now. Doesn't mean you don't sleep deprive yourself more. Honestly, I feel like I should probably start my streams even earlier, but I don't know. 5 o'clock is just a very convenient time for me. It's out of the way of everything else in the day. You know, I still have no idea why it's considered earlier. This is best for your schedule. Yeah, I guess people also tend to work throughout the midday, so it does kind of work out. Yeah, that tracks. there's a lot of time in between this. Like, do I want to just... Yeah, actually, no, it's not the worst. You rarely see umbrellas there. Do you have, like, rain? Do the clouds cry where you are? Because I'd expect people to live in places where rain is a thing to have a problem with that. Everyone wears a hood or nothing. So you either got a bunch of people wearing hoodies or a bunch of naked people out in the rain, frolicking. That's what it's like in Washington. The rain comes out and like the worms, the people like go above ground and start frolicking in the rain. Ah, yes, what's an umbrella? I love this. Okay, that's a bad question mark. I need a good question. That's a good one. Sort of. Experiences no substantial rain. Yeah, that tracks. Why is the me purple guy? Did I... Oh, why is the you purple guy? Not why is the me purple guy. Why is the you purple guy? Well, it has a track record of killing children. Anyhow. So when we do this and it fills in, and it gives a question mark. A little small, and then we can take big thick and copy that and paste it here. Fill that in. Like that. And now it's just a matter of swapping between these two. Right? I think. That's small, thin, big, thick, small, thin, big, thick, small, thin, big, thick. Wait. I didn't do this right, did I? I think I fucked up my counting. It's got a gatekeeper prompt for a bot message. Okay. I don't know what that means. I don't know what a gatekeeper prompt for a bot message means. Them some like coding words or something, I don't know. Alright. Hello! What's up, Tommy? Welcome to the stream. I did not want this to be eternally on screen. Dancing guy. Do you need a car? Okay, you know what? That's actually fine. With the, hey, do you want this message to appear in the chat? Oh, I see. Oh, okay, sick. I didn't realize that that was a thing. The chat's kind of always been inundated by the bots. So small, big, small, big, small, and then we can copy that, big, and then copy this, and then paste it there, and then create blank frame. And maybe is good. You're cheap viewer. Dang, I didn't realize that I got somebody botting this cheap penny. Yay, money! Thank you. I continue to forget that is an animation that I did. I spent multiple streams working on that animation, and I completely forgot that it existed. Hydration. It's good for you. It's especially after a bad night of drinking. All right, so we got dance guy. Do you need a car? Perfect. Piss cup makes a return. I don't know if it's going anywhere. Give me bits more. Yes, give me money. Money. Yeah. Huh? Your pennies will be appreciated with an animation each time. Yes. Every time. Okay, what was this one? This was the workout dude, right? What was the text? How much money do you even get per bit? None. Like, a bit is worth a cent, I'm pretty sure. And, oh, wait. You got, oh, I see. Every bit is a cent, and I only get paid once I get $50. Get buff. That's it. So, in actuality, it doesn't give me any money. Which is fine. Eventually, I might get that money somehow. Okay, I'm gonna put a smaller. Ooh, that's a bigger. I'm gonna put a smaller Willwood on top of the other Willwood. I'm gonna make him like backwards. Hold on. I heard hashtag wild guess on if you are a madam or a sir. I don't know if I made a guess. 50-50 chance, I guess. Is you a dude? Is you a man? Hmm? Do you choose pink or blue? The two colors for gender. No? Damn it. Fucked up. Orple. Yeah, that's true. You choose pink. You're not Gary Womanly. Frankly, I can't actually tell because you are, to me, text on the screen. Like, I really... It's hard to figure it out. Alright, let me just... I'm trying to balance this Willwood on top of the other Willwood. 8. You think the FNAF brain rot is coming back? For a womb. For a womb. Yes, the womb. Is that good? Is that sufficient Willwood day? Is double shelf day? Nah. 247 has just been really on top of making sure that Willwood stays on the shelf. She has been making sure, paying good mud to make sure that is a is Orple guy a FNAF thing? Yeah. Unless you're talking about Orple guy as in Orple guy and not purple guy. You will keep Willwood on the shelf. You will keep shelf. Got him. Anyway. Let's do the get buff thing. So create blank frame. You're actually living it. Good. That means my humor is working. Your favorite character of all fiction is often found in mailboxes. Me? I didn't know I was so popular. How much wood would a Willwood will when a Willwood would? I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's make this text a little bit different. That's the same color. Make it a little brighter? Nope. Yellow works well with blue, actually, so... Yeah, that works. I don't even remember what, like, there was a weird, like, thing. I don't know. Sorry, I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to say. There is a dumbbell somewhere in the text, I'm pretty sure, and I don't remember. Really like the highlights on the TV? Oh, yeah, thanks. I just straight up copied the highlights off of a, like, proper picture of one. Because there was no way I was freestyling that. But they came out pretty well. Look it up? Yeah. Oh. Is voice mod open? Oh, voice mod's not open. Hold on. I don't know what happened to voice mod. That guy's just shooting. He's not supposed to be up there that long. He's... Huh. This is an interesting circumstance. Why... I think he's broken. I think it's a little bit broken. What happens if I, Okay, hold on. Oh, he's gone. Okay, good. Excellent. Did you use violence or so you use shelf? Huh? The moth. Oh, the moth was getting absolutely filled with bullets. You got a call and your mailbox exploded? That's a shame. It's a shame that I wasn't there. In the mailbox. Yeah, actually, hold on. That reminds me. Have any of you guys seen that one short animated film, The Box Assassin? Because I remember seeing that a while ago and being pretty blown away by the animation. And I remember seeing I remember seeing that it was going to be turned into a proper, like, movie or something. I wonder if that has made any progress. I suppose none of you guys know what I'm talking about, but if you don't, then that gives you a reason to go watch it. Go watch it. It's good. Like, it really good, actually. What are these titties? What are these titties? What are these titties? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. All right. Dracula from Castlevania? No, that was Lightning McQueen from Cars 2. The one that was about Mater. Get buff. You got it right the first time. Did you get excited? Taking the lip buff. Is this how you draw a bee? Ooh. Oh shit, your penny slipped out of your hand. Seems like towards the total 50 euro required for me to get paid. Oh no. What a travesty. Thank you. Will there be enough room left for the stick figure guy? There should be enough room within like this. But I'll have to review the original thing because I might have to shrink this down a bit. There's something very pleasant about Oxygen Not Included's music. Not too, it's never too much, you know? It's very chill. You're gonna stop tweaking now? You're allowed to tweak. Just try not to spam too much while doing it. The U was holding the bar with weights. Oh, was it? Okay. When you squished... I do remember when you squished the clown guy. Also, I seem to remember there's something you can do here. If I... Oh, it's for bits. But if I do this, I don't have to... Yeah. You could just make them big. you can make a big emote for some reason. It's called Gigantify. It costs 30 bits though. Archaludon, is that a Pokemon? Archaludon. Archaludon. That is a Pokemon. Sounded very Pokemon-esque. Also, why is it just a bridge? Is this another one of the Reggies? Or is this a different thing? Is it is just a bridge. Wait, no. Hold, is Duraludon? Am I remembering that correctly? Don't be racist. I am a building. Is viable in good to know. Make a copy of Hero on the shelf, but squished. You like squished. All right, let's just copy paste that, and then he's gonna get a little bit squished. And that's it, I suppose. It's just like 2 cardboard cutouts and one fell down. What? Yeah, sorry, Hero. One of the cardboard cutouts fell down. I can't reach up there, you know? It's just a little too high up for my position, so I can't quite bring it. I can't set it back up. Sorry. And stomp on the squished blue guy. Okay, Hero. You're getting stomped by Archaludon, I guess? Gonna eat my legs like a lawnmower? I got a lot of leg to go around. Blue guy has a name. They're both Hero. I think the flat one also is Hero. I don't know if there's like a flat version of Hero. You guys know Flat Stanley? Fucking Flat Stanley. I don't remember if that was a Canadian thing or what. Don't make myself more appetizing. What? I wasn't trying to. I didn't realize that that's the effect my words had when I said that what's the word? Yeah, whatever. Words are stupid anyways. Words are Flat Stanley. Yeah, no. Such a interesting book series. One of those classics next to Rumpelstiltskin and the various, you know, like Warrior Cats, right? It was amongst those books that, like, they're school books, but they're not books that you get into because of, like, or you don't get into them because of an assignment. You get into them because you're a child. I think. I don't know. Yo, is Luna here? Hello, Luna. You shot me. Why'd you do that? Don't diss Warrior Cats like that. I know nothing about Warrior Cats, but I will tell you. Oh, I got shot twice. You hit the same spot, so I didn't feel it the second time. I'm finally getting popular. Look at me. I've got so many viewers in my stream. It's so cool. Okay, for a second I was gonna... Okay. Let's quickly review the BRB screen. Actually, hold on. The thing's gonna end in like 2 minutes anyways, so we can take a quick break, actually. 7 viewers. Wow! Discord. You want Discord? Oh. You want it from Discord. I thought you just wanted Discord on the shelf. Why? We're gonna have 3 of him now. That's too many wills. That's so many wills. Hold on. We count the squished hero. Yeah, 7.5 with the squished hero. This is the wrong Willwood. Where is the Willwood? Willwood, please. Willwood with the gat. There we go. And now we do this. Awfully quiet here. I wonder if it has anything to do with the fact that I turned off the music. All right. There we go. That's Hero in his winter coat. Yeah. Make them progressively smaller, and the shelf will accommodate an infinite number of Willwoods. You know what? I like this idea. I like the idea of them being stacked up like a fucking totem pole. So I'm gonna quickly do a little bit of move here. We're gonna take this Willwood. Wood is gonna be a little bit bigger now. Like that. And then this Willwood can be right on top. Like that. And shoot at the big bridge Pokemon. Perfect. We carry the wills. All right. So let's quickly take a break. I will see you guys in a few minutes. All right, back to art. Let's go. Oh yeah, I need to turn back on the music. All right. Now Hawo posted the get buff thing, which is excellent because now I don't have to go back and look at that thing. So we can work on this now. William. Also, let me quickly get Hero for a third time on the shelf today. We got just a lot of Willwoods and a lot of Hero. All right, let's. There we are. And so I suppose we can. This is an all-out war zone now between Willwoods and Heroes. Forgot that you only have one shelf per day. Yeah, I had to limit it because otherwise people would spam. What? Don't make. I don't think I have to. I can't really make you do anything because you have so much anyways. Would have spanned Willwood. Yeah, no doubt. Absolutely no doubt. All right. So now we know that this is actually supposed to be the rests, the thingamajig. So I will make it orange, I guess, instead of yellow. But if you consumed yoil cake, I remember this phrase, yoil cake. I remember reading it multiple times and being confused as to what it is. You like fictional desserts? Well, how about my favorite fictional dessert that I made up? Botched chocolate. It's like hot chocolate, but it uses not chocolate. All right. So we now do that. You like how they're not actually references to anything. They're just back when I was like first starting out streaming. I wanted to make something and I thought it was funny if the guy dropped the barbell on himself and died. Perhaps a little bit evil, but it's still kind of funny. TV time. Already? At this hour of the day? I'll probably do that in this one as well. That artifacting back there. There's a little bit of artifacting back here that I am not a fan of. That ain't right. Okay, hold on. If I dither this afterward, like I'm patching it up, and then I do this with this, I dither on it. I need a slightly less bold gray. Nah, that ain't okay. We go back. Okay. Your water bottle exploded on your ass. Huh. But what about the car? Well, the car's in here. We got the car. Here, this is what we have so far. Silk song, true. We have the dance guy. We have the car. And now we're going to be working on the get buff, and then we're going to add another one because I want out a fourth one. Okay. We do this. We grab this. Over here without doing any weird artifacting on it that would ruin everything and everything. And actually, I'm going to move the B and the two Fs over just a smidge to make room for this barbell. Yeah. That makes... I have had too many water bottles explode on me. Perhaps I am very rough with my water bottles. I do tend to drink a lot of water. It's almost like a compulsive thing, I think. But I have gone through at least like 5 water bottles in the past 2 years. Because they like start leaking and then eventually they just full on stop working. Because you forgot it, and it came back to bite you in the ass. Yeah, that's not... Freezing carbonated drinks, I seem to remember, is a bad idea. You're in... New gin... What? I don't know what that means. Okay, you know what? Cricket. I have a question. And it may or may not... it may or may not be a good prediction or offensive to you. Tumblr? No? Surprising to me, honestly. It's just the entire vibe, the humor is very Tumblr to me. No shame in it, but it's just funny to me. Glep from Smiling Friends? Yeah, Glep from Smiling Friends. Season 4. The season that will not be coming out. Smoing Friends. Yeah, that. Yep. Smoing Friends. With my favorite characters, Charlem and Pierre. You love Pim. Pim's cool. Honestly, the characters in that show were very well written. Was I using the wrong? I was. Oh. Bad. Alan. Alan is a very funny character. All of them are good characters. These is good characters. That's how it works when you have people who put soul and effort into their properties, as opposed to corporations. Just in general. What am I doing wrong here? There's something off about this that I'm disliking, but I'm not sure what it actually is. Got jump scared by Pim being straight. Pim, I never even like thought about that. It was like Charlie is very much a like wannabe like alpha male kind of character, so obviously he is straight, and then Alan is a kind of wild card, I guess. And it took me a while to realize that he was not straight. Well, I guess he is he's bi. I have figured it out. He is bi. Twitch is so annoying. Let's see this. Did it ban words? Pim is pin is Pim is Pim is Pim. What are we, the Stanley Parable now? Crashes your app when you reply. Oh. That is annoying. Why do that? But why do that? My brain ain't good. This. Oh! It was this tool the entire time. That makes sense. Okay. Well, I'm going to swap back to the pixel art ones. because they kind of stand out more. And that's a little too dark. I want it to be bright enough where it kind of stands out against the background. And then the two weights on either side of it can be, you know, they can be the dark metal. You've been the parable that is the Stanley is. Don't turn left. Got it. I'll be keeping in mind all of these advices when I go on my road trip later today. Where to, you may ask? The Atlantic Ocean. All right, so that's fine. Kind of hard to see, actually. I want that to be easier to read. How would one do that? Making it white? That actually helps a lot. That really helped by making it white. Make it lighter? Thank you. The barbell's getting a little bit thick there, huh? Okay, I'm just going to undo it, and I'm going to use this funny little tool called the line tool. It actually makes straight lines without you having to fidget with them for 5 hours. Really cool. And boom. We drew a U. Two Super It King and Yellow fans in chat. I mean, there's been a lot. I would reckon probably more than that. The homophobia tool. And then we got the gay tool as well. But the gay tool. All right. So, let's draw this guy doing his thingamajigs. How about reps? Got heterophobia in his eyes. That isn't that like, I don't know what specifically it's in reference to, but ain't there a like a condition where you have like two different colors eyes? I remember this explicitly because of Animal Crossing and some bullshit that happened in Animal Crossing because of that. Heterochromia. Yeah. All right, so let's make that a little bit smaller. From someone on a cat. Yeah. H. So what me do? What am I supposed to be thinking right now? I'm not sure. Oop. And then erase that because it's goop. Chat. True. You do, in fact, chat. Rather often, actually. Oh, interesting. So in the original thing, it doesn't actually have anywhere for the bar to go. So the dude's just dead. That's funny. I like that. Like, there's no post. Usually with these things, usually with the bench presses, you have two posts on either side that you set the bar down so it doesn't crash down on your skull. Which is a cool thing that they developed. And we're not going to put those on this machine over here. I could go for some pizza right now, honestly. Maybe I'm just hungry. But pizza, like, I don't know, just the word pizza showed up in my brain, and my first, like, everything that came before it was gone, you know? You are the original Star Walker? I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm Sky Guy from that movie. You know, the one with a jetty. You want pizza so bad right now? It sucks that I can't just order shit anymore because that would be a waste of money. Is dumb and bad, but yeah, I can't just spend money willy-nilly. And I can't order a pizza. Ah. You have a frozen pizza, you're gonna make it? Oh, I might have frozen pizza actually. I would go make the frozen pizza, but I'm kind of busy streaming. Could you throw one in the oven for me? 247? Real quick. Decided to order pizza now. Your family would crucify you. That's fair. It's like 1 o'clock. Why just you want is this a suggestion, Tommy? Is this a suggestion for what should go on the yeah? It's good. It literally just a half second of me trying to shill. Oh, you know what the fourth one should be? It should be a pizza ad. Yes, this is good. Gonna make pizza. It'll be awesome. Anyway, I need to finish drawing this guy. You're crippling right now. I don't know what that means. Like, who are you crippling? And in what way? Are you damaging legs? Actually, activated a brain cell for this guy. Yeah, I had a thought. Yippee! John Greed, like John Grace. You could also think of it like John Twitch or John Money. All right, so now I'm kind of like replicating pixel art with drawn lines. It's weird. I'm trying to see. So he's got some very interesting arm situation where it goes like that and then like that and then like that. So let's turn that into an elbow and this into a big strong muscle. That's a reference right there for all my Vine Sauce heads in chat. Awful. Fucking awful. The founder of Greed and John Twitch are the same person, perhaps. He was a real and bad person. John Money, was he the guy who invented capitalism? I don't know enough about history and Johns. We have so many of both. Holy shit. Oh, he's very wide, actually. This is a very wide man. Very wide man. Perhaps I should bring in his arms a bit, because he is a very fucking wide guy. John Pokemon. Capitalism sympathizers go to the torture dungeon, as opposed to the regular dungeon of happiness. Happiness and joy dungeon. I mean, some people are into that, so. There's somebody who goes into an actual dungeon and goes, yippee! Okay, now he's it's so weird. I don't know how to proportion this guy because he's like lying down, but I guess this works. As wide as the male interest of manhwas. I've heard that. I don't know. It's called the autism room. A dungeon? Or the dungeon of joy and yippee? the dungeon of oh. And there we go. I got there in the end. All right. So now let's Give him the barbell. The barbell can be a little bit darker. Yippee sound originates from a German meme. I do know that. I don't remember the exact words. All I remember is drinking cola. Yippee! My mom let me play Fortnite and drink cola. That's the English version at the very least. Something trinken darf is cola and Fortnite. Yippee. Get it right? It's hard not to appreciate the complete and utter joy of a young child. A young child, like that's all you need when you're that young, you know? You get cola and you get to play Fortnite and you're overjoyed for the rest of the day. Jeez, life was so simple when I was just a little guy playing Fortnite all day. Not Fortnite, Minecraft. Minecraft was my Fortnite. I also had Fortnite, but I just never played it. Mein Mama hat mir einfach erlaubt, dass ich Cola trinken darf. Wie cool ist das bitte? Yes, I don't know how to pronounce that. Zock ist ich Fortnite und trink Cola. I tried. Tell me how accurate that pronunciation was out of 10. We'll have a panel of judges because we have enough people who know German, I guess. Thank you. You're welcome. I've learned like a little bit of German pronunciation and stuff from Biz, but I really don't know that much. Weird, because my mom knows German, my brother knows German, my best friend knows German. So I suppose I must have picked something up over the many years of me listening to it. Could have been worse. Yeah. Wish you could understand more German. I mean, it's English, but with like a little bit of difference to it. It's like split the difference between English and Dutch, and you get German, if that makes any sense. I like thinking about languages as though they're math problems. I'm a German magnet. I suppose I am. Dutch sounds like a drunk German to you Germans. Yeah, trust me. Dutch sounds like a drunk anything to anything. Like, the words are crazy. Great, I love it. Also, nobody told me that the thing was broken. Well, I need to credit every single artist that puts music on this thing, because otherwise I will feel bad. You've started preheating your oven. Spiel. By that guy who made the music for, that one game, Ina. Evilest language, Russian. What? I'd say, honestly, the evilest language is probably Latin. If you want me to kind of expound on that, no. Italian too? I mean, I'm saying just Latin, not Latin derivatives. Because Latin's the language of, like, you start speaking it and everybody starts fearing for their lives because you're about to summon a demon. Love Russian, though. Russian is a cool language. I tried learning Ukrainian. Not the same thing. Well, similar, not the same. And they're cool languages. Solve this riddle. Partially kind of romantic, like Lux. Latin is the originator of... What's it? Latin's the originator of the English alphabet, right? Or rather, the Latin alphabet. I don't know much of anything else. All right. So we have Guy, and he's down here. Should I add more benches? Yeah, I should add more benches. What am I talking about? Let's add more benches. Let's add more benches next to this guy. And they'll be empty so that there's nobody to help him when he inevitably fails to lift his barbell and fucking dies. With Latin in class are very passionate about hating Latin. Yeah, it seems like an inefficient language, you know? Like, it's okay to be like, yeah, no, old languages are cool. True, but they're also worse. They're comparatively not as efficient as a lot of the languages we have today. So I think there's a good reason why Latin is an old language that is spoken by, like, popes and shit. And I don't know. I don't know enough about the subject. Okay, so we have more benches. We have the buffest dude known in the universe. He had some lag. That is a shame. Try not to do that again. I can't help. Latin is spoken by dead people. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you. I don't think it's affecting anybody but you right now. You feel bad, and that is fair. However, nobody else has been thinking about it. So you're probably good. So let's what joke? I think it's best we keep the topic good, you know. Let's keep everything on track. They made a joke, and it was unfortunate timing with another comment, and we will leave it at that so that the topic doesn't get insanely sad. If you're very curious, then you can go back, I guess. I don't know. Not exactly a tourist destination kind of part of the stream. Pretend to know as well. You know. I gotta, you know what? And I'm sorry if it sounds mean. I feel like I gotta crack down a little bit more on the kind of stuff that's talked about in the chat. Just because I realize when the chat, like, and it's not always, but occasionally the chat does kind of get filled up with a lot of, you know, people's personal problems and stuff, you know? It's, like we'll just be streaming and stuff, and then people will be like, yeah, no, my fucking dog died, and I'm just like, dang, man, that sucks. Jokes? Yeah. Like, it doesn't work. I can't be making jokes when people are saying sad things. All right, does this look good? I mean, I guess yeah, it kind of works. But yeah, no, let's leave that there. I'm gonna move his arms a little further in so that hopefully gives an impression that he's like moving up and down and his arms aren't like stretchy. you heard somebody yelling outside that sounded like, hey, here, running around a little and emerge into your dream before waking up and getting spooked. That's sorry. I just had a brain blast. You ever have dreams? Dreams are cool, right? They're these weird things that your brain does to fuck with you while you're asleep. Really cool thing, that. Okay, hold on. Just snag this color. Yeah, I'm not all there in the head today. But okay. All right. But instead of waking up, it just became part of your dream. Well, it's an interesting thing about dreams. Like in actuality, the fact that they are your brain just kind of mashing shit together from what you saw in the day. Wait, why is the color different? That's not normal. Why is the color like darker than it's supposed to be? Am I on the right? Yeah, I'm on the right layer. Why is the darker? Why? Okay, that's fine. All right. And now we just copy and paste these two. Copy. Nope. Copy. And paste. And paste. And paste. And paste. And paste. Except this one, he's gonna die. Now, how did it look? Like the barbell was kind of like that. It's kind of hard to get a joke under your skin. Yeah. When you think like that, I will say, when you think like that, because I think like that all the time, it's important to note that mean jokes do still affect you. You just kind of dismiss them easier. So if you're getting bullied or something and you're like, nah, I'm good. I can't get affected by that. Or I'm not affected by that. Very possible you're still affected by it. Just, you know, be aware of your own emotions. I have that problem a lot where I'm where I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm chill, I'm cool. And then like a month passes and I have to cut down a tree or some shit in order to get rid of my excess anger. I think that person tried to open some car door a little. Your partner said he thought he heard doorbell ring for 0.2 seconds. Huh. Okay. Let me see how much of the Cyrillic alphabet I remember. E say chas. I don't know what the backwards 3 is. Oh. E. Okay, no way. There's no word. There's no. There's no world. The first letter is ya. Is it? It's yeah. Right? It's weird because they've got like 5 different ways of saying E. You got the B? No. The P is the R, and the N is a Y, but so is the B, I think. I don't know. Came from the fact that you couldn't be honest about being hurt. Yeah. No, that is oftentimes what it is, where you kind of dismiss your own emotions because everybody else had dismissed them. This is what I mean. I'm getting into like heavy topics. Haha, funny. Refresh stream. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna quickly refresh the stream, I guess. Anyways, barbell guy's fucking dead. Gonna have the barbell kind of like that, across his chest. The topic's as heavy as the weights of this guy. Not quite. This guy, it's a lot of weight. Yeah, so I'm just gonna have his arms off to the sides. Like he's just full on, like full extension to dead. What ADHD does to a motherfucker. I am very easily distractible. That is a easily understandable fact about me. You can distract me incredibly easily. You ate my med? I haven't been taking ADHD medications for so long. It's just dead. I love that, actually. Dead. Maybe there's probably a better way of doing it, though. I hate ADHD med chats. You hate the Twitch app so much? Yeah, apps tend to suck. Like the application versions of this, like YouTube and Twitch and stuff. YouTube, my God. I'm about to go on a rant. So I have to get YouTube Premium. And I originally started using YouTube Premium because I couldn't use AdBlock to play my music. So I have YouTube Premium. And it sucks. You were eating. I wouldn't have remembered even if you hadn't been eating them. But the premium application for Twitch actually is ass. It's so bad because they have so many useless additions to the app that do nothing to help you at all. In premium, if you're already watching a YouTube video and you click on another YouTube video to swap to that YouTube video, it gives you the option, two options. One is you just swap over, watch the video. Two is add it to a queue, which, you know, I guess makes sense. You're going through the YouTube videos and you figure out the ones that you want to watch and you just queue them up and you have a good time. However, the problem with that is there's no way to select like what queue you want. So if you're already watching a video and you're like, okay, I wanna like, you watch half a video and like me, ADHD, I can't pay attention to a video more than half of its length. But you're watching this video and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go find music to listen to. And you go and you click on the music, and it's a playlist of music. And the two options are watch or queue. If you click watch, it only plays the first song in the playlist. If you press queue, then it adds all of the music to a playlist, including your previously watched shit. So you get a music playlist with some garbage videos in between them for no reason. You have so many unfinished videos. Help you imagine accidentally pressing Q. You know what? I don't know if this is like a... Here. Let me pull this up. See if I can demonstrate what I am talking about. Here. So I pulled up Markiplier Baby Steps. And then I guess just gonna look up my mix. And okay. So I got YouTube video here, right? And I want to swap to the mix. In order to do that, you click on the mix. And then it gives you these two options: to watch or to add to queue. if you click watch, it gives you a cue with the video that you're watching and the previous video that you were watching. Why? Why does it do that? I don't like it. It's very bad. Why, chat? Huh? Rip Hollow? What's happened? Why are people talking about deaths? All right. Have a good one, Cricket. Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier. Yeah, I don't know, Hollow. Somebody thought you were dead. Oh, wait, hold on. I just had an idea. A really dumb idea. So you know how it's like quick animation and then he dies and it's over, right? Like he's pumping iron and then he dies and it's over. What if I added an immediate frame after he like drops the barbell on top of him where he explodes and then immediately cut to static? Dos vidania, Cricket. Cricket is fucking gone. Yes? Is this a good idea? Have I struck gold? Here. So now I'll take this. I'll copy this. And I will paste it here. Except I'm gonna take the barbell away from him. Silksong, yes. Actually, this is replaying the same music that we were hearing before, so let's swap the playlist. 2. 2 is a good playlist. There we are. How could I pay for YouTube? You cannot believe I have committed. Paying for YouTube is definitely one. I'm sorry. I pay for YouTube so that I can play this music on stream without having ads, because the ads completely ruin the listening experience. Metropolis and yeah. And I bring it up occasionally, but this is the special Metropolis, where this is the special Metropolis where instead of saying Metropolis on the thumbnail, it says Motropolis. All right. Kid named uBlock Origin. I used to use uBlock Origin, and then like it stopped working, and so I went to YouTube Premium stuff, and I guess uBlock Origin is back now, maybe. I don't know how it works really. Maybe I'll cancel my subscription and just get the get that later. I don't know. Stop working on YouTube at some point. I think it works now. Yeah, they're basically having a fucking tug of war with YouTube, where they make a functioning ad blocker, and then YouTube like blocks it and stuff, and then it's just back and forth. Okay, yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna like really cartoony, like so. Fill that in. Can now cause vids to not to play, needing a reload, which sucks, but it does work. Yeah. I mean, I'm really at the point where I gotta start pinching pennies, so I might have to go back to uBlock Origin anyways. But yeah. Is he exploding? Yeah. I wanted to add a frame at the end where he explodes, because I think it's funny. That is not vibrant enough. Alright. Funny streamer, man. Are you just stating that, or are you addressing me? Yes. 247. Ah. This bit can only be used to cancel YouTube. Gotcha. I will put that bit towards canceling YouTube. YouTube will be no more. Okay. So let's just see what this looks like now. Dancing. And we go here. Do you need a car? And you go here and dude's getting buff. That's so stupid. It's so stupid. I love it. It just immediately fucking explodes. It's like he had a landmine on him and he dropped it and just fucking That's great. Animal Crossing. This is one of my favorite OSTs from Animal Crossing. It's so sudden and unnecessary. It's great. I love it. Gun. And this final one, we can have a pizza. I remember back in the day when Five Nights at Freddy's, would I slow it down a bit? Yeah, probably. Like, it's already a little slow. Like, this is its full speed. Here's its full speed. Suddenly an explosion happened. It's a little bit fast at full speed, that's for sure. Let's see, what's a good speed to have it at? The 62%? All right, that's good. Being really fast lifting the weights. All those years in the BRB screen paid off. Yeah, no. Every single iteration of that guy, he felt. This is a real soul that I trapped in the computer. Not in my computer. In the computer in the animation. Trust me, it makes sense. Rain World inspectors grab you and move you away from electric coils when it's active. Huh. I'd never seen that. Is that how to make a FNAF not scary? Yeah! Yeah! Okay. I lost what I was thinking, and then you brought it back. When Five Nights at Freddy's 1 had just come out, and people were all over it, because it was a fucking sensation. I remember so distinctly that one video which was like how to make FNAF not scary. And one thing from it was just the way that the guy said pizza. That wasn't even a good it was pizza. Pizza. Something like that. I don't know. And that was so funny to me as a kid. Hearing that, like, saying the word pizza weirdly was so funny to me. I don't get it. I wish life was simple like it was back then when I could hear the word pizza said weird and laugh my ass off. Should make the pizza that one Will Wood album cover. Will Wood pizza. That's not a pizza, that's a planet. With a little bit of pizza slice taken out of it. Alright, what am I doing? Oh, yes, drawing a pizza. So, pizzas are typically orange-ish, sort of. It's a pizza in your mind. Yeah, well, it's the subjective pizza. The pizza is different to all of us. What if it was just a spinning pizza and the word pizza flashing on screen? Yellow base, red sauce, pale yellow cheese. That's a good idea, actually. Don't ruin your fun of album cover interpretations. I'm gonna ruin your fun. I'm gonna ruin your fun. Okay, unpopular opinion. I fucking love pineapple on pizza. Not as like a substitute to regular pizza, but as a complement to regular pizza. And by regular pizza, I of course mean New York style, because there are so many different kinds. Does he yearn for the relief of the void? A good question. Let me ask him that actually. Here, let me just let's see. He's gonna show up here anytime soon. All right, sir. What do you yearn for the? Okay, he's gone. Well, that ended quickly. I tried. Nothing beats margarita for you. I don't think I've had one. They're kebab pizza in Germany. I've had some weird frozen pizzas, but I don't. He's locked on the TV. Yeah, he is very entertained. I am also very entertained by it. He explodes like Artie does. True. Kebab pizza wasn't in Germany, you'd be very surprised. What is kebab pizza? Is it just like the stuff that would go onto a kebab, but on a pizza? Because that's kind of a genre in a lot of Canadian stuff. I got the Irish cap on. I do have my granddad's flat cap. I don't know if that's lore that I've dropped. The gray flat cap, the big thick gray one, is my grandfather's. It's also the first one I got. Hence why I like it so much. Oh, this is weird. Why is it layering like that? Kind of pineapple-esque. All right. So we do this, and then we got to get some red sauce. So let's get some of that red sauce. Or wait, no, the sauce. How does it go? The sauce. You got cheese. It go red and then yellow again. So let's go red. Like so. And then we gotta put the yellow. That's not how that's supposed to be. It's extremely popular. In cities, you can't go 2 blocks without meeting a kebab shop. Yellowish white. Yeah. That's correct. You are correct, Hawo. Good job on being correct about pizza. Also, why? I figured it out. I figured it out. It's that at the top. Overlay? Oop. Let's just go back to addition. Mozzarella pizza is so good. I mean, for me as a Canadian, mozzarella is kind of the standard, right? You got mozzarella. And why not use normal mode? Is there a normal mode? There is a normal mode. I didn't see the normal mode. Why is it that color? It's not the color I wanted. Somehow that made it worse. I'm gonna put it back on addition because it had like a yellow tint to it. I'm not the biggest pizza connoisseur, if I'm being honest. Gouda or something, you don't know. It's not mozzarella though. Really? Yeah, no, the mozzarella is like the standard over here. Even in New York, they call it something fucked up. It's mozzarella in New York. Where they think they do pizza better than Italy. And that's not... actually, that's kind of pepperoni-esque. Pizza. Anyways, my back hurts. Okay, I'm gonna stand up real quick. Your pizza is done. Can I have it? Please. I'm very hungry. All right, now let's get some toppings in here. So you need your greens. I am a very large fan of jalapenos. Once you get past, like, once you train your body to deal with spice and stuff, you can enjoy habaneros and shit for their taste. And they taste fucking delicious. They're so sweet and potent. It's great. Your lungs hurt? Have you been running? Have you been like hyperventilating because of the pizza? Actually, habaneros I think would be more like that. Your heart also hurts. That's not good. Why is that? Yeah, 911. Or look it up, I guess. That's the easiest way of going about it. If you tend to procrastinate actually taking action for that stuff, just look it up and figure out all the possible things it could be and do nothing about it. And don't do that, but you know. Gain knowledge about it at the very least. You'll go to sleep. All right. Bye-bye. Have a good one, Tommy. What other things go here? Google it's cancer. Yeah. What other good things? Blueberry pizza. The general appendix area also hurts from time to time. Well, if it hurts from time to time, then it's not that big of an issue. I'm putting the purple on the pizza. Let's get some the purple specks. Actually, the majority of my siblings have had appendicitis, and from what I know, it is a pain in your appendix that gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse until you die. So if it's going away, then it might just be like stomach cramps. I don't know though. Be careful. You mean it happened twice in a week? Yeah, it would happen like continuously. Appendicitis at a certain point, like it starts off fine and then it'll be so bad that you can't stand up. Like appendicitis is painful. Now what goes on pizza? Rot? Oh man, that is true. Rot pizza. Let's get a little bit of a let's actually hold on. That too big? Yeah, it's a little too big. Let's make it like a really small little rot bobble. Rain World reference. Well, yes, it will kill you. It is a very dangerous thing. Do not take it lightly. It is very dangerous. It is a bomb in your gut. Make it a real small. Perfect. Better than the medical bill. Not quite. You may value yourself in a particular way, but other people definitely value you more, you know? So try not to be dead by the end of the week. That's my life motto. Try not to be dead by the end of the week. All right. What else would go on a very good pizza? That's all you can try to do, really. Just try not to die. Yeah, what other toppings go on pizza? Like, if you're a basic bitch like myself, you would get meat lovers. Because it's so fucking good. But, still, very basic. I could add just like dark brown. That's too small. So like sausage, I'm pretty sure, is like that. Add kebab. I don't know what kebab like. You want me to? It's and like a stick, and then you have a little bit of veggie on there, and then you put a chicken and some pork. Pork's a little bit grayer, and then you get some roasted tomatoes on there. Mmm. I love kebabs. Mushrooms. I am a disliker of mushrooms. However, on pizza, they're actually all right. Because the texture is what I dislike, and on pizza, the texture is minimal. So let's just get 1 or 2 mushrooms in here. Put every meat on a pizza and deep fry it. That sounds like a nightmare. Pizza's looking kind of full. Are there any other ideas? We're almost done. You love mushrooms, but you're very picky with them. I just really don't like the texture. They're too goopy. They need to taste a specific way. I find the thing is, like, you guys may know the fact of how like 90% of the mushrooms we eat are the exact same mushroom, just in different stages of their own life. I really like the flavor, and I love mushroom soup, and I love the flavor of mushrooms in like gravies and all sorts of stuff. I just hate the texture. It's bad. It's like tofu, you know? If I could fry up tofu to be like nice and crispy like Spam, I would probably love it. But you can't do that with tofu. Tofu is eternally goopy and weird. All right. Well, I mean, pineapple, pineapple, pineapple. Pineapple ring. Just a ring of pineapple on there. And hit him with some more pineapple. And get some pineapple in there. Oh boy, let's get some pineapple. The Rock gets a tiny piece of pineapple, and then the rest of the pizza gets more pineapple. Man, I'm going fucking insane. Put Fruit Loops on that shit. Pineapple gives it sweetness. It just changes everything, you know? It changes the vibe of the pizza. It's not a birthday, it's a quinceañera. You know? I've never been to a quinceañera. I've been to, what are they called? What's it called when, like, you're Jewish and it's that event when you turn, like, 11? Bar mitzvah. I've been to, like, 10 bar mitzvahs. I am having the time of my life. I'm trying to be more positive and enjoying things. I like art. I like goofing around. It's fun. I might as well do more of it. All right. So that's a good pizza. And what I'm going to do is I'm literally just gonna, like, it's gonna be so simple. I'm gonna take the pizza and I'm gonna rotate it a little bit. And then I'm gonna take the pizza and I'm gonna rotate it a bit more. And that's gonna be the animation. You have to think of a Turkish/Muslim tradition where a guy turns 10, they get out their foreskin cut off, and then there's a whole celebration. I don't know. I don't know anything about what that might be. All I know is bar mitzvah. Like, I'm not a religious dude. I just, like, my family knows a lot of, or my family has a lot of Jewish friends, and those Jewish friends have a lot of kids. So we've been to a lot of bar mitzvahs. They're cool though. Bar mitzvahs are awesome when you're like fucking 9, because you walk into the bar mitzvah, and then some random fucker says, hey, like they tap you on the shoulder, that bar is giving out free drinks. And I'm like, free? I could get apple juice for free? And I go to the bar and I'm like, can I get some apple juice? And they're like, here. And I'm like, fuck yes. Awesome. That is my cola in Fortnite. Getting appy juice. All right. So apples are great. They're a good fruit. It depends on which ones. I recently heard, I don't remember who said it, but somebody made a statement of opinion that I incredibly agree with. You know the like stereotypical apple that you see like everywhere? They're called Red Delicious. And they're these like kind of dark red. Washington is the #1 apple growing state in the US. Well, is that a big part of your life? Big apples? That's New York, actually. So Red Delicious, actually, they're a little bit darker than this. So they're notable because they got these, and let me make sure that I'm correct. I may be thinking about the wrong one. No, I am correct. Okay, so the Red Delicious apples are the ones that have these like bumps at the bottom, and then they kind of curve up a bit, and they go like this. They look like bell peppers if they were apples. And they are kind of the go-to representation of an apple, right? You think apple, cartoon apple of any kind, and you think of this shape. This shape in Red Delicious's Red Delicious's fucking suck. They're so bad. They like, you bite into one and the skin is thick and the meat is mealy and gross, and it's like it's kind of bitter. It's not actually sweet at all. Like it's bad apples. Wait, isn't that the one? That's the one reference. Some people got that. Play the animation. If I had a live editor, then that would happen. You love that kind of apple? It's awful. It's awful. I'm putting this apple on blast. I'm pulling up this apple on stream right now. This apple is better get memed at. This shit. This apple. Bad. Awful apple. Gross. And they get mushy. And ugh. Delicious. No. Nuh-uh. I deny you. Let me look for an actual good apple. Granny Smith is meh. Let me see. Trying to. It's like honey something, right? Honeycrisp. Honeycrisp. A Honeycrisp apple is the ideal apple. This is my opinion, and my opinion is right. No. Here. This shit. That is a good apple. You bite into that apple, and it'll give you distinct flavor, a crisp bite. It'll the flesh of it breaks off, it's crispy, and it's sweet and tangy. It's awesome. It's got a little bit of tartness to it. A little bit of that, you know? They're good. They're so good. So much better than the Red Delicious. I don't know why they call them that. More like Red Mushy. Anyhow, I got sidetracked. We are so close to getting this finished, and then I can work on character designs. Which would be nice. So I'm going to just copy this. Copy keyframes. Paste keyframes. And we do that, and then create blank frame. Fill those frames or whatever. I don't know. Honey Crisp is so juicy. You are correct. All right. So we have dance. We have car. We have a dude dying. So good. And then a spinning pizza. Now, I think for the pizza, it needs to have the word pizza flashing on screen, just because that's funny to me. The idea of a spinning pizza and then the word pizza, just like it's yelling it at you, is funny to me. So, what I'm going to do, and I'm going to make it out of yellow, like bright yellow. We're just going to make big, thick pizza letters. Maybe white? Maybe? Nah. What would be good? What's good for this? No, that's invisible. Nope. It's basically the same color as the crust. Just gonna draw it real big. Wait, hold on. Hold on. All right. What do you guys think? It's so immature. It's so stupid. Now I could make it Piz, because Piz is pretty funny to me. Ooh, that's not what I wanted to click back on. Piss would be funnier. Yeah, but if it's with two Z's, then it's kind of up in the air whether or not it's supposed to be pizza or piss, which to me is funny. Because if it just said piss and it was a pizza, then that doesn't really say much, but pissa. That would be a good middle ground. However, Piz, it's like an Italian potty humor. Piz. Piz is good. Thank you for giving your blessing to the Piz. Right. Real sketchily throw that up on screen. And then do it again. How many times would I need to draw that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not that bad. Maybe I could probably find a better way of doing it though. Oh, not like that. Yeah, just like the pipe. That's not correct. Gotta love the pipe. Bless all your sins away. Why is it? Oh, hold on. I see. No. Why are you still drawing on that layer? There we go. Is, and then another Z, except this one's going off screen, I guess. Why not? Let's have it just kind of go off screen a little bit. Like they completely fucked up the formatting. In meth pipe. Yeah. Something, something, he will bless us all. Something, something, the Lord will, us. I think I said it right. I never read the Bible. Wait, hold on. It's changing every time. What if the third one was just the letter P? Biz. It's so stupid. I really want to do that now, actually. It's just the worst pizza commercial. Not even my drunk self could be this funny. Well, I'm glad that I am on my A game today. So let's do this. It's getting real crappy like. Hylix is getting a third installment, I think, right? This 24/7, a long-lost sibling of yours. Yeah. Let me quickly check that, actually. Hylix 3. Huh. Doesn't seem to say. Anyhow, really good game. Very, very strange game. It's a Piz, but bigger. P. And it's not even gonna be like centered. It's just gonna be like the P is here, right? All right. You're grooving to custom Rain World threat music right now. For what, like, for, like, what? What do you mean? Like, for a custom area, or did they overhaul the music in the game with their own custom music? All right, sick. Pizza. I wonder if I could make this better. If I made like the eye over here, it's kind of like fucked up. Or no, I know how to do this because the floppy eye. All right. What even is that? Like, what is that supposed to be? I don't know. Okay, so like that. Maybe, you know what? If I do away with this, you get me back real quick. All right. Do away with this. And I make the P like really big. Just like a really big. Oh, no. No, 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 no. I got it. P. just type in the letter P. All right. Now, I don't know how exactly this is gonna work. It may be problem. But they it's got to be in some like really stupid boring Arial. We'll put it in Arial. All right, sick. And then we are going to go here. Now, this is unfortunate because the vector layer is like kind of way off to the side here. So I gotta put it in the TV selection and then in the animation section and merge to layer below. And now, nope. I want it to only show up once. Yo, welcome back, Cricket. Kitten pissed on you and you had to wash your hand. Fair. Do what I wanted it to do. Merge. There we go. Okay. So now it's like that, yeah. And then I'm gonna create blank. No. Stop. How do this? Your abdominal pain is constant. Yeah. That could actually be a serious problem. Like if it's constant and if it moves down, like if it started around like here and it moves its way down to where your whatever it's called, what's it? Not Achilles, not arthritis, something. I don't remember. But if it moves down to where it is, your appendix. Yeah. If it starts somewhere else and kind of moves towards your appendix area, you should seriously go get you should go to a doctor. Like it's not even like but maybe it could be something else. Like if that is legitimately being that kind of issue for you, then You might want to go to a doctor. You don't want to be dead tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. I figured it out, though. P. The P has been figured out. Waterfall. I don't think it is. And again, I am not them, so I don't know. Perfect. Now, if I merge this down, does it... There we go. So now... Good. This is good. Alright. And then we can go back to drawing regular peas. This one will be pizza. BRB again? Alright. The kitten pissed another time. Spelunky. Yeah. Gotta love the Spelunky soundtrack. The OG and the new. Both of them have really good music. I will omit the other Z. So, then we do this. I-C-A. And that's how you spell Pisa. Like the statue of Pisa. Or the Leaning Tower of Italy. Unrelated. Now, an extra layer to add to this would be to add line boil, because then it would really look goofy. But I don't know if I want to do that. All right. Just doing this. All right. And finally, one more piece. Actually, I could probably just copy the first Pez, right? If I just copy you. Actually, you know what? It's better if it's novel. It scratches my brain in that special way. So let's... Good. You know what? It came around. It made its way around. The joke had its tosses and turns, and eventually we made it back to piss. I feel like it's excellent that it has gotten lower and lower quality. Boils down to piss. It all boils down to piss. What was the medicine that guy made by boiling down a bunch of piss trying to find gold in it? Was it urea? He just discovered urea, and then urea was used for something. I don't remember. That was an actual thing that happened. There was some guy trying to do alchemy on piss to get gold, because apparently in their minds, piss looked like it had gold in it. All right. So hit that save button, and now we watch. After that. Got the dancing guy. Do you need a car? Get buff. Good. Good. These are good. I like, oh. Half of them are gone. But, yeah. I think that's good. You actually think you have appendicitis? If it's continuing to get worse, then, like, the only safe option is to get it checked, you know? It'll suck. It'll cost you money. You're in the US, so it'll cost you a lot of money. But it's better than, you know, not being alive. So I would urge you to get somebody to, like, drive you to a hospital, maybe. Can't stand because it'd be painful to walk and stand. Yeah, you need to get somebody, like, right away, actually. If it's so painful that you can't stand, you need to call somebody to get you and bring you to a hospital. Do you have somebody you can call? Don't get a fucking ambulance ride. That shit's overexpensive and useless. But, like, you know, get to a hospital. Gonna call your sister? All right. Yeah, just you know, try not to be dead. And there are signs. There are other signs. Like, I remember one of my brothers went to the hospital and was dismissed because he was like, I don't know. He didn't show a lot of the symptoms. There are very specific symptoms with, like, face flush. If your face is still, actually, let me double check this for myself. Symptoms. Fever, loss of appetite, abdominal bloating, diarrhea, constipation. In face. Okay, red. So yeah, if your face is, like, red and stuff, then it's likely bad. All right. Well, we can save this real quick. Render animation. You can't see this, but yeah, whatever. We're gonna cut down the FPS by half, so 12 frames per second. Going to be It's gonna be a video, I think. Yeah, so let's get video made of it. Render that. All right. So now, if I grab this video, where did it post it? New BRB. Ooh, it's a bit big. But we now have a video that I can play on the other screen. So let's take this. Control X. Come on. Cut. Cut. Copy. Let's quickly turn this off for a second so that we can swap over to this. And yeah, so that's that. And now we take this. And fit that right up here. And there we go. Just taking your plushies. How dare they? How dare they steal your plushies? And this needs to go there. I mean, I guess this is a self-contained screen, right? Like this is it, right? There's not much else to it. I'm just appreciating it from my point of view. All right, now let's just quickly get the music back on. All right. Well, it's a little bit late to really start working on another thing. However, might as well, you know? We can put... Whoa, that's... I didn't mean to do that. Oh, okay. Whew. I didn't have to completely reset my Dockers. Dockers. Spellcasting. Oh, yeah. So, context for what is going to be happening here. You love spellcasting. I love casting spells. Shadow Wizard Money Gang. But we have thing me make. Basically, I am making I have made a TTRPG system. And in that TTRPG system, there are a number of different species that you can play as. It's a post-apocalyptic world in which you have a few different categories of species. You have the species that existed you want to see. Well, that's what we're designing. That's the character design that we're going to be working on. And so you have the ones who lived on the apocalyptic planet before the apocalypse. The ones who were shot down, like there were members of other species flying around in space who got shot down and brought to the planet. And then you have species who actually evolved in the wasteland of the planet. And I don't have any, like, real... I don't have any real, like, your sister can't help? Okay, well, hold on. Don't resort to nothing here. Like at the end of the day, if you don't have anything else, call 911. Like this is not something where like you can't just give up. There is no way you could just give up. It's worth more than any amount of money that you are alive by tomorrow. You know, like I am being very serious here because this is a very serious situation. Do like get the help you need. Legitimately. I am worried for you. What are their names? Okay, so we've got basically all the different species, the bunch of different species. Your brain has so many ideas for alien species. I'm sorry to your brain, but I already have the majority of what these alien species are about. So here, let me go down the list of the different species. None of them are humans. Let's see. My brain has been mauled. So we have what started out as the Jankies. I have renamed the Barden. You love furries and aliens, Jen. There is one that's sort of a furry, I think. I don't know. I haven't really designed them. So you got Barden, who are basically just big, bulky, tall humans. Would be pissed if you called... Can't... Nah, that doesn't... Hey, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if your dad would be pissed. It doesn't matter. Like, him being angry means nothing compared to you being healthy. If he would object to that, then he needs to shut up. And I am saying this fully seriously. Like, I could imagine this is a very stressful situation for you because it is, like, scary, you know? You need to focus on what is important right now, which is not how your dad's gonna feel. What's important right now is making sure you make it out alive. Like, please, I beg of you. Like, please, take care of yourself. Like, even if you believe that it might be something else, just get it checked out. A professional will help. Like, if you are unable to stand up because of the pain, then that is already way too far for you to be dismissing it. That is not a temporary thing that will go away. That is danger. I want to be able to see you in the chat in the future, you know? I want to be able to talk with you more. So please, don't die. What about... You gonna go now? Pain is gone. You don't know how it's just gone. That... Please. Make sure that you are okay, alright? This is not like... I'm not trying to talk down to you, and I get you are gonna go. But I'm not trying to talk down to you. I legitimately just want to be able to speak to you in the chat later, at some point. So... Make sure you're not, like, even if it's, like, here or there. Please. Anyhow. Like, it's not a fun situation. It's very scary. Get it checked when your dad gets back home. I don't know you. I don't know you. But that, like, you can't be so afraid of your dad that you're not gonna, like, save yourself. You need to, like... Oh, God, I'm not somebody who's good at this stuff, but you are your own woman. Your dad does not define everything about you. Please, if you overcome anything right now, overcome your fear of your father for your own health. I'm sure he'll understand once the doctor's note gets back to him. Seek help, don't we? Yeah. Yeah. Legit, you are more important than your dad and his feelings about you. Seriously. I mean, you're right to be worried, but I feel like, you know, there are some very specific steps set out for you, you know? And the important parts of those steps are getting to a hospital and figuring out what is wrong. Whether or not getting to the hospital or figuring out what is wrong will cost immense amounts of money, it does not matter. You are worth way more than that amount of money. So much more than that amount of money. Like, you know. And I put your dad on the phone with me, you know? Like, seriously. Maybe not seriously, but seriously. You don't even know where your specified doctor is? 911. That's it. You click 9 and then 1 and then 1. And it's going to be really hard. You're going to look at that phone and you're going to look at those numbers and your brain is going to come up with every excuse not to click those numbers and call. Ignore those excuses. Like, ignore them. You will feel fear. You may panic and freak out. Once you call that number and you describe what has happened to you, that fear will subside somewhat, you know? Please. I know I'm basically arguing with anxiety right now, but you know. Like, nah, you're not letting your family down. You know what would let your family down? Not calling 911 and taking care of yourself. That's Mark's. I'm not here, but I've been to this place where you're sitting there and you have the options in front of you and your brain is just cycling through every single possible thing to tell you not to do it. You need to do it. Your brain's working against you right now. You need to do it. And this isn't me being like, do drugs. This is not a bad thing. You will be okay. All right? You will be all right. You just need to take the step to get the help. It'll be okay. Any fallout afterwards will be minuscule in comparison. You matter so much more than any honor with your family. Any amount of letting down of your family that you have done in the past does not matter. It is peas. And I'm saying this as somebody who knows you only by how you speak to me. I am saying this as somebody who cares about you because you speak as a good-hearted person. I don't care about your honor or family history or anything like that. I am telling you as somebody who cares about your well-being based off of nothing but how nice you are, that you need You need to go get help. Like, I don't know how to approach this situation. It's scary. Hoping they called the number. I hope so too. I hope they didn't get overwhelmed and leave, because that is also a possibility. It's not an easy situation. No, this is awful. The idea, it, because I get it. I get that part of their brain that is working. Guess you'll hang around here since you already came here. Yeah, welcome. I suppose you gotta I don't know. This is rough. Bedtime, but I mean, no, it's fine. (247) if you are still there, you may have me muted. I'm going to keep the stream going. You're still there. Let me know when you have called 911, or afterwards, or you know what, just I don't want your last message in this chat to be I can't let my family down. You're here. All right. I need you to call 911 and let me know, because it's not like a matter of be safe. You need to call 911. It's gonna be scary. It's like it. You need to stand up for yourself against anything that is stopping you, Just stand up for yourself. Because there is an obvious right way forwards. And I'm sure pain is a warning system. You know what is supposed to happen. But there are so many things telling you not to because of some fear, because you're afraid. Appendicitis is no laughing matter. It's serious. So we're 5 people in this chat who are begging you to go to a hospital. You matter enough to us, people who have never seen your face, that we are begging you to go to a hospital. If that doesn't say anything, I don't know what will. No, you can't. You can't. You can't wait. It is a bomb in your gut. You are more afraid of your dad than dying. Do you understand that? You're more afraid of your dad than dying. You would rather die than upset your dad. That's awful. And I that I hate comprehending that as a fact. I like it. If your dad gets home and gets angry and like something you're yeah 247 I can see that, and I have no idea anything about your past or your dad. I know nothing about that. Your dad obviously doesn't care if that is how you feel. He is obviously not, and I'm sorry, this is a sad realization to make. If this is your ultimatum, then your dad is not your community. Your dad is not your community if this is your ultimatum. If he disowns you, then that would be a freedom. If this is your ultimatum. All right, let's see. Okay, let's calm down, you know? Chill out. I think we need to just, you know, you gonna lurk? All right. Like there's, and I know explaining science to you doesn't really help. When you're born, you have a bond to the people who birthed you, right? And as a child, growing up to adulthood, you naturally want nothing more than to be loved by those people. It is chemicals in your brain that makes you crave being loved by those people, even if those people are awful people. And I need you to beat those chemicals. Be stronger than those chemicals. Because somebody would try to convince you that those chemicals are the only thing holding you together as a human person, and without those chemicals, you'd go to hell. Or some bullshit like that. Does not matter. There are no morals of this situation. Whatever morals may be attempted to, like, may have been attempted to jam into your psyche about how much, like, how important keeping your parents happy is. If 247, if you are disowned, or if something like that happens to you and you need to flee, you will have this community. All right? And I'm sure you will have so many other communities. This is a small, tiny community. But you have it. And judging by your options, it's, yeah. I'm going to tell you 2 close friends real quick. All right. That's a good idea. Should I swap it to just talking? I don't know what's happening here. We can, you know what? Let's get back into the drawing. Take it easy. Please come back once you have spoken to your friends, 247. All right. So we've got a number of. You're gonna leave the stream for now. All right. Have a good one, Cricket. There are a number of these like species that I have to create, and I have done maybe yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair. I have created like the stats and the identities of these like species, but I haven't actually drawn a guideline by which they should look, really. So the gist is you've got these big bulky dudes. They've got pretty much no yeah. They've got pretty much no neck. They're just kind of big and wide. Not that wide. They're like this. They're big, tall, bulky. They got lead in their skin because they evolved it in the apocalypse or whatever. I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend that my my stories necessarily make sense right now. But let's just get a basic silhouette going at the very least. The big, chunky fellas. I hate shoes. Shoes suck so much. All right. So you got Barden. Then you have Levi, who are these giant plant monsters that kind of, they got big mouth things, look kind of like that. And so they go like so. Kind of like asparagus. Or what's that, artichoke? They go like this. And they'll actually like so. That links up. And then here we have another thing like that. And this is going to be a very annoying thing to draw a lot of. Luckily, I will hopefully be able to just do this once, and it won't be a problem. Hopefully. So they got these large upturned heads that kind of go down into a weird, like, log snail body. So, gonna this. And I'm putting more detail into this one because it's not just a guy. Like the Barden are pretty much just dudes, but big and with slight differences in how they look. Whereas these are a rather unique design. So I want to flesh out the idea a little bit more. So Can't say I'm not worried. But I'm gonna keep the stream open. The least I can do. All right, so then they're gonna have these, I guess, because I want it to transition from plant part to like, or I guess always plant part. I want to transition it from leafy plant part to barky plant part. Gonna go now and wait for them to respond. All right. It feels improper to say this, but before you leave 247, please just like DM me afterwards and let me know what is happening. My ears are open. I am there to listen. And nothing you say will be said to anybody else. Just please let me know that you're okay afterwards. Yeah, seriously. You know where to contact me. I'm very active on Discord. And you are always welcome to. Do not get like cold feet about it. Please just let me know that you're safe. You'll try to get checked out today. That's all we can hope for. Yeah, thank you for joining the stream, 247. I appreciate having you in the chat. This thing's kind of looking like corn. It's a little corn-esque, which is interesting. Yeah. Oh, we've been, this has been the stream for the past like hour or so. Back and forth between being very worried. Actually, no, just being very worried. Yeah. I want to trust 247. Obviously, they have a lot of shit to deal with. And it is a massive mental block. A massive, like, object in their way right now. But I feel like they could probably overcome it, you know? And I'm just really hoping that that is the case. Okay. Now we can continue with this. So. Yeah, these things, they're big ol' logs, basically. I don't know. That, maybe not. Perhaps it's too rounded over. If I add more jagged edges, could probably get more of a bark-like look to it. Yeah, there we go. You just got to get that bark-like texture in there, because that's what the majority of their bodies are made out of. After I'm finished this, I think I'm going to end stream, by the way. So any of you guys who are waiting around for any more news, join the Discord for that chance. What am I drawing? So I'm drawing the various species in my homemade TTRPG system. And so right now I am drawing what I call the Levi, which are these huge plant monsters, basically. They have these leaves at the top of their head. That's their head, effectively. They locomote with tentacles, and their bodies are basically a huge log. And these are the biggest guys you really see in, or the biggest sentient species you see in this world. And then over here, the not particularly detailed, but that's a Barden, who is the kind of default of the world, you know? So let's this. I want it to kind of break into a very barky texture here. So it really, I want it to come across that these dudes are basically super armored. They have or very few actually like important organs, which in the TTRPG means that they can't be crit. And they don't have organs, meaning they also don't have eyes. Nobody knows how they see. And then they don't have vocal cords, so they communicate by shaking their leaves in a way. So let's this, and I'll have this kind of go into their the shape that they are, which is kind of banana-like. Like they're just these big log snails. I really don't know how to explain it better than that. Big log snail. But their bodies are kind of shaped like this. And at this point back here, they're gonna have like a lot of it's basically a felled tree over here because it's just straight up bark. So gonna do that. Like so. I'm really just kind of doing whatever here. We'll have little bits coming out the middle. Actually, it might be better without this jutting piece up here. And then we'll have parts like this, kind of coming out the middle of it. Like the heartwood of a tree. Like so. That can have its blemishes. So all right. Now from here, clean up these lines a bit. I realized that I kind of skip a common step that people use when making art. I used to sketch a lot more, but over time, my sketches have kind of just become the regular art. So, like, or rather my regular line art. So when I'm like sketching out ideas and stuff, I just end up putting way too much effort into the line art of it. Even though it'd probably be a better idea if I just kind of like sketched out the rough shapes and then did the line art. But hey, old habits die hard. Personally, you hate the sketch line art render pipeline. Never works for you. Yeah, because I make the sketch and I'm like, hey, I like this. I don't want to change it anymore. And that's kind of the end of that for the most part. So this is how they locomote. They got big old tentacles. The entire pain is gone. Your heartburn is still here from the anxiety attack, but you feel better. All right. Feel better. That's good. Here. You're in a pretty rough dilemma. So I'm not gonna try to, cause you another panic attack. If the pain comes back, please seek help. Get help if you feel it coming back. Because, like, if it started and ends, that's fine. Maybe it's done. Maybe it's done. If it comes back, then that is a problem. Just the annual body pain you usually get. Forgot to mention and forgot about. I'm sorry to say, I don't believe you. It's a deadly thing in you. Perhaps it's my nerves, I'm kind of nervous about this whole thing. Your colon was in pain. I mean, there is nothing about arthritis in the colon, so it is very possible that this has been a massive overreaction. Any pain that has something to do with, like, preventing you from standing up should be investigated. Absolutely. Honestly, none of us want these to be your last messages. That is the scariest thing to me. The idea that your last messages in this chat were like fearing for your safety from your father. That is awful. So please take care of yourself. Take care of yourself better than your father ever could. Because I'm sure you'd do a better job given how you have described him. The very little you have described him. The worst time of March, you assume it was just something with that. It could have been something to do with, your body responding to something. Before that would happen, you'd definitely request your sister to update us all. Well, I appreciate that. That is good to hear. It's not the nicest thing to hear, but it is a good thing to hear. It's rough, man. It's fucking rough, man. I know nothing about your situation, but I do want to help you. And I want you to be safe. The pain is gone somehow. I mean, let me check. For most people, okay, this is the AI overview, so take it with a grain of salt. For most people, chronic arthritis pain does not go away. Arthritis. Stupid. Dumb. Appendicitis. Appendicitis pain generally does not go away on its own and typically worsens and becomes constant and severe. I'm glad. Like we're not like close friends. I haven't spoken to you beyond like the occasional Discord call, but I really want you to be happy, you know? I want everybody here to be happy, and I especially want you to be happy. And happy means alive. Now, it looks like appendicitis would not have gone away. So unless something in your body has shut down, that I think that is off the table for now. Again, if it comes back, please see about getting help. But yeah. Fucking bots. Oh, okay, it didn't show up. A bot showed up right as I finished that. I'm gonna murder this. All right, let's finish up the levy. How about? So yeah, these guys are the tanks of the Baron's TTRPG. Besides the actual tanks, which are made out of garbage and scrap metal, these guys are walking tanks. They can carry a bunch of things. Yo, what's up, Cricket? Good-ish news. 247 says their pain has subsided, which is not typical of appendicitis. Could be something else. Could be severe. I don't know. I'm not 247. But evidence points towards things being okay, or which is a relief. So let's yeah, I'm just making these little kind of outlet things, I guess. They go from bark to plant matter. Kind of like what I was going to say, cod pieces. That's not correct. What's the shoulder thing that knights have that like fantasy creators tend to make way too big? What are thems? I'm forgetting. Pauldron. Is that right? Pauldrons? I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So I'm trying to make pauldrons for this big guy. And or girl. Or plants. Yeah, so I don't want him extending too far out. But let's kind of have these tentacles wrap in and around underneath. So how me do that? Or would it be better if I had this tentacle kind of going up in front? Because these tentacles are like arms and legs. They have to use multiple of them to carry weapons and stuff. So they'd have... It'd be like this. Kind of like bend up and around all sorts of ways. down. Just kind of lay on the ground a little bit there. Ah, dang. A lot of tentacles this guy has. I'm pretty sure it was 8 that I said in the writing, which is 4 on both sides. That is going to be a hassle. Kind of like Daddy Longleg-esque, actually. Large nucleus bodies with a bunch of tentacles just kind of going everywhere. Except this one has more of a shape to it, whereas the Daddy Longlegs tend to tend to be balls. Alright. Bring it up and around. Maybe I leave it at that. Not sure. I think like it gets the point across, but I don't know. Maybe I can just leave it somewhere here. It's pretty much gonna be the same thing, but repeated over again. Yeah, so we're gonna have that as a third, and then one more here. Like so. And then so. Down and around. Like that. Go out forwards and then backwards for this one. They don't have like ligaments. I have no idea how they actually are supposed to be moving. Chlorophyll, maybe? I don't know plants. But yeah, they can contort, kinda. Gonna have them contorting quite a bit here. So, and then this final one we can bring back and forward here. Kind of loop it underneath the body, maybe. Like, really, they just send out feelers. Maybe that's how they see. They use their tentacles for seeing. That would kind of make aiming a gun hard. I don't know if you could, like, stick your tentacle through a scope and be like, ah, yes, I see you now. But, yeah, that's an idea. Let's think about this. It's sci-fi. So, given the situation of it being sci-fi, the idea that the tentacles they're plants, they're actually vines. Would they be able to intake light signals? If so, how? But if yes, then they could feasibly be used as like eyes, because they'd see shit. You'd just be whipping the vines around to see, and you'd get all the light. It's just you wouldn't get a good light, I guess. I don't know. I'll have to think a bit more about it, because this is not an aspect of the lore that I have been paying very close attention to. But, yeah. So, we got the Levi. Let's quickly save as. Free to document. All right. So, yeah. I suppose everybody's left at this point. This very, very climactic stream had everything in it. Had humor, drama, intrigue. Of the log fella. Thank you, thank you. I want to expand on this design because I don't see a lot of like non-humanoid plant species or whatever. And I want to see what I can do. Is that a cloud box? Yeah, it's like it's a cloud / airsoft box. So what I'll do is set up like a blanket or a big screen against that couch. I'll let it flow into that box. So I don't know if you can. A couple little BBs. Cloud loves it though. he adores that thing. Sometimes I walk into my room and he's just sitting there, like got his legs like this. The little goober. But yeah, no. I think next start stream, if not anything else, I'm probably gonna work on these. Ugh. My guts. I'm probably going to work more on these designs. So, if you're interested in that, feel free to stay tuned. Anyhow, I think now's a good time to call it for tonight. Will I update the BRB screen now? It's right there. We haven't gotten a chance to use it, but we actually do have the BRB screen set up, which is nice. Yeah. I like them. I like how they've turned out. It's fun. But yeah, I think now's a good time to call it. There's a piss. It's too funny to me. Too funny to me for a piss joke. But yeah, no. I will see you guys next week. Hopefully with a little less booze in my system. And maybe with some Darkwood. Ultra Kill probably. But yeah. I will see you guys then. Thank you for watching. And bye-bye.